Hello and welcome back to the channel. Okay, thank you for joining me for another episode of the Twitter Fanboy Zone. So before we get into this is going to be a special episode because it's going to focus on something new. Not the usual idiots you get on Twitter. This person and this ilk of moron. No, this has gone beyond stupidity. This has turned into a cult. Yes. So without further ado, let's get into the zone.
You unlock this door with a simple registration. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of memes. A dimension of trolls. A dimension of morons. You are moving into a dimension of both factual and unfactual information, of rumours and hopes. You just crossed over into the Twitter Fanboy Zone.
So yes, I don't know if all of you are aware, but there is a new cult in town. A PlayStation cult that goes by the name of Pegasus Nation. Not to be confused with this Pegasus Nation, by the way. This is a delivery company. Hopefully the cult Pegasus Nation are aware of this company's existence, because I don't want them to get caught up in copyright fraud. But yes, so there is a new cult called the Pegasus Nation, and it's run by this fella. His name is Optimus something or other. All I know about him is he plays with his controllers like they're toys. And if you think he's odd looking, that's because you're right, basically, because he's a 60-year-old man that is making a cult based around a console war that's living in his head for real. On those Twitter streets, as the term they like to use. Fucking hell, why am I doing this? Yes, so this is him, and this is his cult. I say it's his cult, that's a bit unfair, because there is a few more involved, which I'll get into. But let me just read this from their website. Yes, they've got a website going as well. They've literally devoted a lot of time and patience to this cult following. I think they're under the misguided delusion that it's not a cult. But you should be the judges of that. I know it's a cult. I fucking know it's a cult. But, you know, I don't want to sway your opinions. So watch this video and see what you think. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a cult. So let me just read what it says here. Pegasus Nation is a fun-loving and devoted collection of avid gamers. We love all things gaming. Our prime directive is enjoying an unending supply of amazing gaming experiences. We enjoy all manner of games from all manner of genres. There isn't just one type of game that defines us. However, there is one thing that all our experiences must have, and that is emotion. It is crucial to us that the games we take the time to experience make us feel something. Often what we feel is not up to us. This is controlled by the incredible game developers that create these fabulous worlds for us to inhabit. We trust the storytelling and the immersion to the capable hands of the world builders. From our collective experience, an undeniable variant has revealed itself. The absolute best gaming experiences are created by PlayStation Studios. Facts. So while we can find other interesting experiences in other platforms, it's unquestionably true that the best experiences are only on PlayStation. Anyone calling themselves a real gamer without experiencing what PlayStation has to offer is a bona fide fraud. They are not opinions. These are not our individual preferences that we push on others. Far from it. It is objectively proven that PlayStation has the single best collection of gaming content available anywhere in the known universe. So while you can fake a real gamer away from her PlayStation, you can't take her PlayStation away from a real gamer. Facts.
Excuse me, are y'all with the cult?
We're not a cult. We're an organization that promotes love and...
Yeah, this is it.
And if you're still not convinced it's a cult, here's how to join. You don't really need to do anything to join us. Membership just happens automatically inside of you. Once you realise the same things that we've come to understand, once these truths become self-evident, you're instantly part of the Pegasus Nation. Our wish is for all gamers to enjoy PlayStation's greatness and game on. if fucking hell, man, this is a serious weird. This is seriously weird, and there's a lot more, and there's a lot more of this shite. Gaming is a hobby. Console gaming, to be more specific, is a big industry and getting bigger all the time. 40 years ago, we could fit every gamer in the world in a single baseball stadium. Today, we need a small country to accomplish the same thing. People come to gaming from all walks of life, looking for new gaming experiences and thrills they could never encounter in real life. Some jump right in and immediately start contributing to a net positive impact on the various gaming communities in which they choose to participate. Others choose a losing side, Xbox. As a result, start to spread misinformation, fear, uncertainty and doubt. That's when we go to work. We're the Royal Order of Pegasus Nation, and we're sworn to protect the glory of greatness from all enemies, both foreign and domestic. What the fuck? We've been empowered to protect the Pegasus Nation with equal and measurable force against its assailants. At this point, I don't know where to begin with the hypocrisy, the contradiction, the downright misleading, just devious nature of the whole thing. It just comes across as like, I don't know, is evil a strong word? It just comes across, it is a cult. Fuck off, this is a cult. Anyone going, oh no, it's not really a cult, it's just some buddies. This is a fucking weird, this is cult. Sorry. The thing is, the weird, they seem to contradict themselves continuously. First, like in the first bit of nonsense they said earlier on, which I said, I can't remember all of what I said, but you can go back over it. And then here, they're sort of trying to promote gaming and developers, and they're all for everything. But then they flip on that, and they're against certain games and certain gaming platforms and stuff. They really don't know themselves. They're trying to make out that they're gamers, and they're all about gaming first. That's what comes first. They're all about that, but then completely flip-flop on that and destroy their own narrative by saying they're against pretty much all other platforms and games other than PlayStation. So they've gone from we support all games and they've bottled it down to just PlayStation games, in which they're 100% devoted regardless of what happens and what is said. That is cult. That is like a brainwashing, just a weird mentality that only be fixated on just PlayStation games. And the thing is, they talk about real life. It goes on about we like emotion and story-driven games and everything, but then they said things you won't get in real life. That's exactly what you get in real life. You want story-driven drama, emotional games. You already get that in fucking real life. If you're not getting that, there is something seriously wrong with you. If in real life you have no emotions or any drama in your life or anything in your life, what you don't get in real life is be able to drive through the streets at 120 miles an hour while driving down pavements and driving over people. You can't do that in real life. Well, you can do that in real life, but you kind of can't do that in real life. You can't, run along and then jump up in the air and fly off into space. You can't build a pyramid out of squares. You can't. There's lots of things you can't do in real life. I can't, for example, go in my back garden, get in a plane, and then fly it to Mexico and then land it in an airport in Mexico. What I can do though is have a relationship with someone, and it be very emotional and sad because they might die later on. That's pretty realistic, and there's nothing spectacular about it. If you like stories, fine. I like stories, that's why I watch movies. If you like stories, that's why I read books. I read books and watch movies because I like to be captured like that. But don't try to force on people that they must like those kind of things, but not these kind of things. That's just downright deceptive and nasty. Because surely if you're gamers and you like, or you want to support developers, you like all genres, and you just like games and you're all about games, that's all you're about, gaming, and you're gamers and you're all about games, surely you'd own all platforms and play all games regardless. You would not choose a side. You will just, your mind will be open and willing for everything, and you will just enjoy games. You would not be going, there's 4 platforms, I'm just going to choose one and only play that platform's games and only enjoy that platform's games, and if anyone else says something different, then we will destroy them. That's not gaming. That's not gaming. They got some weapons here, which they call them weapons because They're a peace-loving people, but they've got some weapons here. Their weapons are greatness, superior humour. See, this is where I'm thinking where this is coming into. Is this website maybe their superior humour? That could be it. I could be missing something there. Advanced technical expertise. Oh, what? Sublime video editing competent. What's this? They're on a CV here, or a curriculum vitae, some would say. Is this what this is? I don't know what this is. Encyclopedic gaming knowledge. Well, you just already said you only focus on one genre basically, one platform, one game. So I don't know how you would have a vast encyclopedic gaming knowledge because you don't know the others, because you don't care for them and you hate them. And that's evident in many debates that I've had with PlayStation fanboys. They have no clue what's going on outside of their little bubble. And then a lot of them don't even know what's going on inside their own bubble. They don't even know what their own first-party studios are. They will still name games on the PlayStation X. Just because they're exclusive, they assume that's first-party. It's not. First-party means published and developed by. Second-party is published. Third-party, the company doesn't publish or develop it. That's how it is. But they still think any game that's exclusive is first party on the PlayStation. That's why they're under some delusion that pretty much all games that are coming out are owned by Sony. Yeah, I know. I've had this debate, as you'll see in later videos. Extraordinary gaming skills. Okay. Why do I have games played? Yeah, whatever. Fearless in the face of opposition. What fucking opposition? What are you talking about? Twitter. That's their weapons. Twitter and YouTube. That's their weapons. Thankfully, they've not put their IQ on there. Their weapon's not their IQ. That's clearly not a weapon for them. They've not considered intelligence at all, which at least they're being truthful there. There's more people. I'm sorry. There's stuff like a joining the royal order thing, and there's a governing the body. That's the 7 elementals that sort of run the site and the heads of this gaming cult community. And they've got some merchandise. I'm going to sort of just skip through this quickly. I'll just show you on the fly this. So let's have a quick look at this. And finally, there is actually an order. The royal order of the Pegasus, of course, a contract, an official contract, just like every good cult should have. I hereby state that I, whoever your name is, do solemnly swear to uphold the integrity of Pegasus Nation, and by signing below, I agree to never complain about paying for games, no matter the cost or publisher therein. I never complain about paying for games no matter the cost or publisher they're in. I never worry about paying for games no matter the cost. You're just given Sony that this is absolute devotion. This is why it's a cult. Absolute devotion. I must also engage with my fellow Pegasus brothers and sisters and defend them against all, but not limited to bot, ultras, Nintendo's, PCMR, and all other extremist fan bases. They're calling every fan base extreme. Can you see the intense irony from this? They're calling all other fanboys extreme while creating this cult. While creating a cult, they're calling everyone else extremists. Absolute. You couldn't make this shit up. You couldn't be any more hypocritical if you tried. You could not. They are literally defining the words themselves in this format. Where was I? Oh God, this is a piece of shit. I bestow. I understand that I'm expected not that it's hard to enjoy all AAA bangers bestowed upon us by PlayStation and its partners therein. I may also, so many of them you skip and don't play as well, or you say you're trash. I may also enjoy AAA titles from other publishers, consoles, just so long as they're at or above the same quality as mentioned above. I will never blindly defend PlayStation if they do wrong. You've literally said earlier that you will do that, so you've just contradicted yourself in your own official contract. But will voice my displeasure towards the appropriate persons responsible. Who is that? Who's the appropriate person responsible? Who are you fucking talking about? And request that problems be fixed promptly and efficiently. Who are you talking to? Who is that aimed at? Who do you think's reading this? If approached by anyone with undue foolishness, especially on them Twitter streets, here we go. I told you. They should be met with swift fury and immediately blocked into oblivion. This, I swear, there we have it. Please, dear God, they just block us. They do not anymore. They do not grace Twitter or any social media with their bollocks anymore, with their lies and fabrication, contradiction, hypocrisy, irony, flip-flop goalposting natures. Instead, they just block us. We can only hope they block us, so we don't have to engage or just see their shit on social media anymore. So I think I'll end it there. That dragged out longer than I expected, but there was a lot of bollocks there to dissect. Let me know what you think in the comments of this whole thing. Do you think they've just got superior humour? Do you think that's what it is? Maybe their technical skills are far beyond ours. That's what's in play there. There's something we can't grasp with our simple minds. Or are they just a weird fucking freakish cult that have just gone to the next level of fanboyism? But nevertheless, thank you all for watching. Please sub, share and like. Please comment below if you did enjoy this video, or if you believe in the cult and you want to join it. And goodbye for now.